Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Rags to Riches, where we discuss God's laws, principles, and the keys that helps you and me unlock the kingdom within. Okay, so let's just jump into the video. So the Father, he wanted me to discuss, and he actually said this a few days ago. But if y'all haven't noticed, like one of the, I think it was like 3 videos ago, I had on a red guard. And the Father was saying, don't quit in the pit, and how warfare was ending for the season. And we were going to be going into another season, like on an upgrade, right? So when he said that warfare was ending, it's never going to like stop. We're always going to have opposition. But he gave me a vision of like, you know how it's like going crazy right now. Like it's warfare is stupid crazy right now. And he showed me like, you know how like when you roll a ball down the hill and it gets down to the end of the hill and it starts going really, really fast? That's how close we are. You understand? That's how close you are to the goal and all the manifestations that he has for you. So the Father wanted me to speak about and give you guys 7 ways to combat spiritual warfare. Okay, so let's jump into the video. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So before we can even win the battle, we have to understand the battle, and that is that we've been born into a war. And check it out how it said, for we wrestle not against. When you wrestle, that's something all up on your body. You understand? So they be all up on us during spiritual warfare. But knowing is half the battle. Knowing that this war is a spiritual war, we're already halfway there. And then following Christ, we've already won the battle. Okay? So understand that this is a spiritual war. Everything that you see is spiritual. I know a lot of times people get on our nerves, with certain things that they do, but you have to go spiritual. You have to go spiritual, because the evil spirits that's within that person is trying to provoke you to act out, to have doubt, to have fear, to steal your confidence. All the things that you need to carry out God's will. Okay? Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whoso heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken unto him a wise man which buildeth his house upon a rock. Christ. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. So Christ is telling us the storms will come. Okay, the storms will come. The rain will beat on the house, but it won't fall. So although we're like at the tail end and it's like completing, like that ball rolling down the hill, stand strong. Stand strong. Fast more. That's number 1. Start fasting more. Like coming into a season of promises and breaking generational curses, we're going to have to change how we eat. We're going to have to change everything about what we used to do. Okay? And fasting is a way to keep, like, to become a demon repellent. You understand? To keep them off. Christ already said right here, Matthew 7:21, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So if certain demons only go out through prayer and fasting, you got to think, okay, so prayer and fasting is going to keep them out. You understand? So we have to start living a lifestyle of fasting. We have to fast while we complete tasks now. We have to do intermittent fasting, and you can try intermittent fasting, like a fasted lifestyle where you eat for a certain amount of time and then you fast for the rest of the day. But that's very important, because evil spirits get in through diet. That's why gluttony is a sin. 2 Corinthians 10:4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Our weapons are not carnal. They're spiritual. Fasting is a weapon, okay, in the spiritual realm, a huge weapon. Okay, and it keeps us close to the Father, and it keeps some evil spirits off of us. Okay, and it's just very powerful. And this coming into these seasons, being generational curse breakers, like the Father was saying earlier, is that we're gonna have to fast more. We're going to have to fast more. Number 2 is cleanliness. Declutter your home. Clean your house. Make sure your house is clean, because the evil spirits, they hide behind that old clutter. And you being a hoarder and all of that other type of stuff, you got to clean that stuff out. You got to get rid of that stuff. You have to, and dust off your house, and wipe the walls down. You have to clean these things, because evil spirits, they like uncleanliness. And also inside, do detoxes, eat clean, follow the dietary laws in Leviticus. These things are important. Ecclesiasticus 30:25, a cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. So that's showing that you have a good heart when you have a care of your meat and diet, the things that you put in. Not all of this, I used to eat hot Cheetos and stuff, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all got to really, all of us, we have to really watch our diet, and that's no joke. Number 3 is praise, sing, and worship to God. These things are very important. Like the other morning, I woke up like 4 o'clock in the morning being attacked by, one of them serpents. And the Father automatically told me to put on a song and listen to. And I promise you, that devil that was like trying to bother me in my dreams and as I was waking up, completely gone. You could just feel the presence of the Lord, just like just through the house. It was amazing. 2 Chronicles 5:13. It came even to pass, as the trumpeters and singers were as one, to make one sound to be heard in praising and thanking the Lord. And when they lifted up their voice with the trumpets and cymbals and instruments of music, and praised the Lord, saying, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever, that then the house was filled with a cloud, even the house of the Lord. This, I'm telling you, this is what I was witnessing. Verse 14, 2 Chronicles 5:14, so that the priests could not stand to minister by reason of the cloud, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of God. Praise and worship. I'm telling you guys, praise and worship, and the Father, this is very important to him. This keeps off them demons. They don't like anything good. So you have to fill that space. When the Father brought us out of the world and cleaned us up, we have to now fill that space, because if we don't fill the space with the things of the Lord and the fruits of the Spirit, it becomes idle space, and then it'll be filled back up with the foolishness that we was doing before. Okay. Number 4, rebuke. Yes, rebuke the enemy. Matthew 17:18. This is Christ. And Christ rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. So we have to rebuke these evil spirits, okay? We have to rebuke them. Christ rebuked the demon, and it came out of the child. Okay? So this is very, 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 very important. Don't even intermingle with it. Don't dwell on those thoughts. Rebuke them. Get them out of your mind immediately. Negative thoughts, all of those things that are contrary to what God has for us and God's will for us. You got to rebuke them sharply and get them out immediately. Okay? Because once we come into agreement with it, then we begin to walk with it. The Father said, how can two walk together unless they be agreed? That's good or evil. Nah, we don't agree. We don't agree with that. Get out. We rebuke you. We reject you. Get out. Be cast into the bottomless pit forever. Okay? It got to be like that. We got to start praying like David. Okay? Keep his laws. Number 5. Number 5. Well, this is just period. Keep his laws and commandments. Because his laws and commandments, they serve as a guide for how we are to carry ourselves. It's a standard according to God and what is pleasing in his sight. They're his principles that elevate our thinking, actions, and attitudes. They help reveal God's desire for our lives, protection, and alignment. So it's very important to keep these laws, okay? Don't let nobody tell you that the law is done away with, okay? I done I told y'all before, they're not, okay? Sin is transgression of the law, okay? So we have to keep the law. Number 5 is gratitude and giving. 2 Corinthians 9:7. Every man according as he purposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God love a cheerful giver. So, fun story that I was being attacked. This was like months ago, and I did it. It was something about giving. I can talk about it now because it's a testimony. And immediately the evil spirit, like that dark cloud that be over you, it fled away. And I was like, oh, okay, Holy Spirit, I got it. That's part of battling spiritually. Battle the spiritual warfare. I got it. So these things is that I'm learning and telling y'all, I've learned it through experience of going through these trying times. That's why it's a lot of the times that things that we go through, we only can understand it when we go through the hard times. And that's sad to say, but it's the truth. Number 6, submit yourself to God and his will. James 4:7. Submit yourself therefore to God, resist the devil and he'll flee from you. And that means resist the devil in your thoughts, in your speech, in your actions, every way. Give him no space on your roster at all, okay? Number 7, reject evil at all costs. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatso things are true, whatso things are honest, whatso things are just, whatso things are pure, whatso things are lovely, whatso things are good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Okay? So the Father's telling us what to think on. Don't think on them other things, okay? Don't think on them other things. Do what is pleasing to God. We got to learn to go through the furnace of adversity and trials and tribulation with grace. Wisdom of Solomon 10:12. She defended him from his enemies and kept him, talking about wisdom, the Holy Spirit. For she defended him from his enemies and kept him safe from those that lay in wait. And in a sore conflict, she gave him the victory that he might know that godliness is stronger than all. So keep going, y'all. Godliness is stronger than all. The Father is with us. And if he's with us, then who can be against us? Everything is for our purpose, and everything is to bring us out on the other side, ready to go straight up. Okay? So know that and understand that you can't go back. It's nothing to go back to. Godliness is stronger than all. And remember that ball rolling down the hill. This warfare is getting crazy stupid. It's because we at the end of that hill. Okay? So get out the way.